at all. We're down about 0.7% and actually seeing a recovery as soon as that kicks in. So almost close to that 23,200 print. And now we're down only 0.5%. And sure enough, I think Pharma would be the one which would be the leading sector today. Let's bring up Nifty Pharma and see what the constituents are up to and how they are actually holding up in trade. There you go. Nifty Pharma, a gap up start of 4.5% right now. Lupin, Sun Pharma, DRL, let's bring up all of these companies up for you, Piramal Pharma as well. All these stocks, look at DRL, it's a 6% move on a large cap stock. Sun Pharma up 4.5%. Piramal Pharma 5.25% gap up. Lupin will just come up for you on your screens next. All these stocks are seeing a tear right now. What about the other end of the curve? IT, is that seeing a knee-jerk reaction and is that down and out? What's actually leading and aiding the recovery besides Pharma? Nifty IT, surely the sentiment there is soured because that entire segment is down about almost 2%. TCS, Infosys, I want to see what a persistent KPIT, Coforge are up to, because remember it was the mid-cap IT pack which was actually leading and aiding the recovery, or resilience rather, I should say, vis-a-vis what the benchmarks are up to, but they also are caving in right now. What about Reliance Industries? What is that stock up to? What about the entire commodity construct? Want to bring that up because that has also been left untouched. Reliance is a little bit soft. 1242 thereabouts is where that stock is. But I want to check in on the likes of, the aluminum and steel plays because that segment also has been left out of the tariff pool. So that also should be seeing a bit of a relief, perhaps. Not as much on Hindalco, but again, it's not fallen as much as well. Nalco is the one which is currently flat. Tata Steel, 0.5% lower, so it's really not all that bad. What about the entire banking pack? Let's see where that's up to and what's actually leading the charge on the index right now. The likes of an HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Kotak, etc. ICICI Bank a little bit lower, 13.12, 13.22 is where that stock is. HDFC Bank down about almost 1% or so. Can we just bring up the Nifty gainers, because I'd really like to see, other than Pharma, what's actually doing well on the index? Or is it a very limited pool? Yesterday, of course, after that Goldman Sachs upgrade, it was Tata Consumer all the way. But in terms of weightage, obviously, it falls short as opposed to the rest of the large cap pool. Today, it's a little bit soft. Zomato, Titan, IndusInd Bank, Maruti, Trent, these were your big winners in trade yesterday. But right now, they are the ones which are actually seeing a little bit of weakness coming in. So IT down, Pharma, the big winner this morning.
Aisha, it's a large component. Pharma is a large component. And IT is something which has already fallen. Or kitna giraoge? And not that anything changes for IT. I mean, you're preempting that, okay.
Still it's down 2.5%.
The tide is not with IT, but the tide is certainly with Pharma. Some of that's chota stocks now, textiles, let's look at it. Wellspun, Gokuldas, jewelry stocks, not too many good quality listed jewelry stocks are there, but garment there is. I mean, Wellspun, one of the biggest exporters in terms of home textiles, terry towels and etc., bed sheets. Then there's Indocount. Then, of course, there is good old Gokuldas. I mean, we all know about Gokuldas. So, some of those stocks, in a sense, could automatically see a relief reaction. Why? Because the duty on Vietnam and Bangladesh has gone significantly higher, which is where the competition is. Is Sandeep Tandon ready? Can we connect with him?
Oh, I also want to check in on Auto Angs. How could we forget that? That's where the big damage is actually going to come in. So, look at what a Bharat Forge is going to be up to, the kind of susceptibility that they have to the North American Class 8 truck count. Bharat Forge lower by 2.5%. Sona BLW could be the other one which also could be hard hit. And Samil, like you saw, Samvardhana Motherson, that is, was also lower by nearly 2.5%. 3.5% cut coming in for Sona right now. Samil down by about almost 2%.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.